Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we talk about Single Inferno episode. So in Single Inferno episode 3 and 4, two couple who went to paradise, right? So Son and Yonji, Sergey and Donwa. Even the panelists was so surprised by Yonji's decision to take Son to paradise instead of Sonju or even Sonshi. So Yeonji seemed very happy when he went outside to see some poor soldier. Poor my girl soldier. Oh my god. John sent his postcard to Sergey and Han be sent to Son. So we have two girls who received two postcards. So Son received two postcards and Sergey received two postcards. So who is left in Inferno? We have two guys and three girls. So the two guys in Inferno are Jong, Hanbin, and the two girls are Nadine, Sojun, and Sonshi. Those are the 5 people we left in Inferno. In Paradise now we have Dong and Sergey. Don't want to drink, but Sergey is like, I don't drink that much. Don't want to swim, and Sergey said, I don't really want to swim. It's time to reveal career and occupation, right? Sergey says she lives with her parents and she's 25, so she's born in 98. So she majored in piano in Seoul National University. And Dong is like 32, so he's born in 1991. Remember in Korea they add 1 year old to your age. And he's a doctor, he specializes in plastic surgery. So Dong say he first got interested in Sergey because when they first meet, they have the same last name. I think the last name is She. That means they are from the same clan. Sergey says she wanted to know more about him when they were going to get water, so they have like a good conversation. He was joking around. It's like, oh, you're gonna carry this water. So she felt a little bit close to him. Dawn is trying so I said she doesn't apply the same feeling. So I'm like, poor Nadine, Dawn is already gone. He's already like all over Sergey. So I don't know what's gonna happen. And Dawn is like complimenting Sergey. It's nice at the beginning, he said all those nights. After it is too much. He's getting to a point that he's too much. He kept asking questions about her dating life, if she fell for someone in the first sight and stuff like that. Sergey might start not to be interested in him anymore. So he said he doesn't want to go back to Inferno because he wants to spend more time with her. If he go back to Inferno, there won't be enough time to talk to her. Sergey says she doesn't want to go back to Inferno. He said, oh, because you don't, why don't you want to go back to Inferno? You want to talk to me? You want? I'm like, he keep asking her questions. She said, no, she doesn't want to go back to Inferno for a different reason. Because she like paradise, you know. It's a nice place. Why not to like? Don't ask Sergey if it's okay for him to choose her again, to come here again. She said, no. She said, choose the person you like, So she didn't answer directly. Like the way he asked so many questions, do so many things, that's like she might not be interested in him anymore. So we have Yeonjae and Son on the other side. So they swim, and after they eat, they have dinner. Yeonjae told Son that he chose her because she had a bubbling personality. He felt like he wanted to talk more to her outside of this, and he wanted to get to know her. And because also they wear the same clothes, they were matching, like the blue shirt and white pants. Korean panelists are too nice. You say, well, I'm saying they are too nice, or maybe they are secretly cursing Yeonjae. They're too nice because they say, oh, this small conversation that he have with so at the end was very impactful. That's why led his decision to choose her to go to paradise with. I'm like, what impactful? Like, I understand he spent a little bit of time with her when they were cooking and stuff, but most of the time he was talking along to Soshi. He was also talking to Sejun. Like he even had a conversation about traveling with Sejun and say, oh, I've never been to US. If I go, I will call you. And she, okay, call me. They were like kind of flirting, and they have a lot of conversation with these two people. Very true song at the end. Time to reveal like career or occupation in the age. So Son is 28, so she was born in 95, and Yeonjae is 32. He was born in 91. Son graduated from like an art school in New York, and she's an artist right now. Yeonjae, he worked for like a security firm. He's in the finance field. So they seem to vibe a lot. They talk for a long time compared to Don and Sergey. That the conversation go completely nowhere. These two people seem to vibe. They talk a lot, even at night instead of sleeping. Uh, Young just say, "Oh, can I talk? Can we talk again for 10 minutes?" She say yes. Or not in Inferno. What's going on in Inferno? Your son, she say she made it very obvious that she's afraid Yonji might run away, and so she make it obvious about her feelings. Nadine say it was her first time to approach someone she liked, and he didn't work that well, so she doesn't know what to do next. But I love that Sojun gave good advice to Nadine. Don't give up just because he didn't work with him. It doesn't mean that he's not interested in you. He might come back and realize that. That was a good advice by my girl Sojun. She's looking out for the other girl. I like that. Paradise couples are back. Sergey seems so happy to be back. Especially after she saw Joe. It's like, she's back. She's like, I don't think she's that into Donald anymore. I don't think she's that into him. Joe is so cute. I can't help it. Sergey said she when they have the talk with the girl, Sergey said she talked to Donald, but she would love to talk to other people. That's a sign saying that, oh, I already talked to him, I want to get to know other people. I told you, he asked too many questions. It was the Korean Lana made an announcement, Lana that we have in 2 out of 100. This couple match previews cannot go back to paradise again. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm so happy about that because Donald was like ready to go back to paradise with so Sergey. If she say yes, new game. We have new game that the winner of the new game will take 2 girls on the date like they did in episode 1 and 2. So the game is called the Tug of War. It's like something like a bell you have to attach on your body and you pull on opposite direction and you grab a flag. The person grab the flag first is the winner. And this way it will be the guys that are doing the game because last 2 episodes it was the girl who did the chicken fry. This way it will be the guys. So we start with Dongwon and Yeonjae. Dongwon is the doctor, so we live in paradise is a doctor, and Yeonjae start like Yeonjae have a good strategy at the beginning. Like he bent his body like that. He was able to like stop Dongwon to go and grab the flag on his direction very quickly, but the problem is that he didn't move fast forward. He should have kept moving instead of just holding back. He was really putting all his effort, but Dong was still in the game. Now we have Jong and Hanbin. It was a very tight game, so it was very hard for Jong to actually grab the flag in his direction because Hanbin was really giving his all, but John will win. I was so happy for John to win. I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait for him to take Sergey, make a small connection with her, like they talking and stuff like that. But not too fast. It's the final. The final is 3-way game. And there's a new guy coming. His name is Gio. He's very handsome with long hair. He say he go to the gym like 5 times a week. He has muscle. All the girl notices. Oh my goodness. Peggy seems to be very interested in the new guy. I'm like, I already feel bad for Joe. I feel bad for my guy Joe. They wear those belts and stuff like that. In less than 5 seconds, the guy win the game. He completely embarrassed the 2 other finalists. He win the game, so he gets to take 2 girls to go on a date with. And who did he choose? Oh my god. He chose the 2 girls who went to paradise. So he chose Sergey and he chose so to go on a date with. And you guy came to change everything. I feel bad for my guy Joe. Jin won the game. He chose 2 girls, so all the guys have similar tastes. Liking the 2 girls, Sergey and so I feel bad for the other 3 girls. So in episode 4, Sergey seemed to really like the new guy. The girl were talking about in the hall. She said, "Don't you think it's cool? Don't you think it's like this?" I'm like, oh my god, Sergey, you gone. I really want a connection with Joe, but she is gone. So Joe is there with Sergey, and so he said he chose both of them because one of the girls, she seems to have a bubbly personality, and the other girl is pretty. And the girl asked, who would you like to connect with. Some people say someone was pretty. That's kind of superficial, but it's too early to tell. He seemed very calm. He have a cool personality. When he smile, he looked very cute when he smile. Oh, when they're back for the day, Hambi want to talk to Soon. You know, Hambi always have like a good conversation with Soon. They like seem to vibe very well. So I love that he put her on the side. And I love that he make her, he said he wanted to check her feelings. He tell her how he feel about her. He said that his feeling for her haven't changed. He's still interested in her. He wasn't like pushing a feeling on her. He wasn't putting pressure on her. Like, don't put pressure on Sergey and she's running away already with a new guy. So he just let her know that he's interested. He said, no, it's not like a full long confession, just telling her I'm interested. So she like that. She like that. And Joe did the same thing. He talked to Sergey after she came back. He told her that he's also interested in her, and they were vibing. But the problem in this one is that Sergey, she's already gone. If the new guy wasn't there, my God, Joe would have a chance. But she is gone. And they were like joking. They were like by the water. He said the water is so sparkly. She said, "Oh, it's called the water is so sparkling and shiny." He says. Sergey said it's called Yon Sol, and he said Yon Sol gave his style Heim the water with her name to say she's pretty. That was so cheesy. That was so cute. I can't help it. It was so cute. So the new guy talked to other people. He talked a little bit to Nadine. When Nadine have a conversation with the other girl, she talked to Sejun, and she said that she felt like she started all over again. She was interested to talk to the new guy. And the way they show it here is like Sejun went to talk to the new guy. It's like, I don't know if they want to like put Sejun like portray her as the bad person, but I don't think Sejun is the bad person because Sejun, she talked to the new guy and they were vibing, you know, there was something there. At least that's what I thought. She seemed interested in the new guy. She would see how it go. The new guy seemed to vibe with Sejun also. There are like 4 girls right now who talk to the new guy. We don't know who is gonna pick to go to Paradise because Paradise time is coming soon. So Yeonjae talked to Sunshi again, and apparently Sunshi initiated the conversation because John asked the question, who is initiated the conversation? He said Sunshi initiated the conversation. Yeonjae say, ask Sunshi, are you curious about me? I'm like, who do you think you are? Are you the king of England? It's like, and you just say he's still so confused. He doesn't know how this thing will go. So it's time to choose. It's time. The girl already made the choice. So the girl already choose who they want to go to Paradise with. So like in episode 1 and 2, now the person want to go to Paradise will step outside and make his choice. So you know, Yeonjae can pick Seon again because they say you can choose the same person. So I don't know who Yeonjae is gonna choose. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the guy. Jiyeon, the new guy who talked to Fogger, Nadine, Sojun, the 2 girls he took on a date, Sunshi and Soon. And like he chose for Sadie. He said he liked someone who was pretty. He chose Sadie. Sadie was like all over the moon about the new guy already and stuff like that. She died. And my poor Joe, who he chose Sergey, also she didn't pick him. So Sergey and Jiyeon are going to Paradise. That's the first couple who match who will go to Paradise. And then the second people like Hanbi chose Seoul. So I'm like, I don't trust you girl. You went to Paradise the first episode with Yeonjae. Maybe because like you can go with the same person, maybe you would choose the new guy since you went on a date with Jiyeon, or maybe you would choose somebody completely random so that you can stay in Inferno. But I'm so glad she proved me wrong because I wasn't like, I'm like, she's not gonna choose Hambi. She chose Hambi. I was so happy. At least she might like Hambi. They vibe very well. I love that she gave the chance to get to know Hambi, and I can't wait to see them in Paradise talking. So someone chose Hambi. That's the second couple that we go to Paradise. And on Dongwoo, he was like all over, head over here, already in love with Sergey. I thought also he was like gonna choose a random person so that he doesn't go to Paradise. But I'm glad he gave a chance to Nadine. And Nadia like, girl, don't choose Dong. This is you show you no interest. Maybe it's like all over, like in love with Sergey, don't give it a chance. Maybe choose the new guy and stuff like that. Nadine chose Dong. I love that Nadine chose Dong. I would love to get to know Nadine and see what she does. I don't know about Dong because he's still all over Sergey. So, but I'm looking forward to see them in paradise. So that's the three couple so far that choose each other. And now Yeonjae. Yeonjae, you guess who he chose? Maybe Sonjo, since he sent a postcard the first day and stuff like that, they were vibing. Maybe Sonshi, so he talked to her and say, are you still curious about me and stuff like that? Nope, he chose who? Nadine. Yeonjae would think all the freaking time. He always thinking. He chose Nadine. WTF, Yeonjae. WTF, Yeonjae. Sonshi chose Yeonjae, so there's no any match. Even the panelists was so surprised about Yeonjae's decision, right? I'm like, he has to make that decision on purpose. He wanted to avoid Soshi. He didn't want to go in paradise with it. In my mind, like, oh, 4 couple are gonna go to paradise, and 2 people will be Inferno. Like my girl Sonjo, she didn't make it because she chose the new guy, and maybe Joe will stay in Inferno. Nope. Yeonjae chose Nadine. He know that Nadine was not gonna choose him. They have zero connection, zero conversation beside the first day, and maybe at the kitchen, like they were just talking, but not really talking together. Like he chose Nadine. I felt bad for Sonshi. He didn't even give her a chance. He was just avoiding her. I'm like, poor Sonshi. Oh my god. The funny thing is that they will be in Inferno together. Imagine how awkward this is gonna be. Imagine already. Even the panelists agree with me. It's like, it's just 1912 for Soshi. She was crying in the bathroom. She doesn't want to cry in front of the camera. She'll cry about it. Say he has to make that decision on purpose. Time to eat dinner, like in Inferno. So for the rest of the episode 4, they focus on the people in Inferno. We will learn more about the 3 couples that went in paradise in episode 5 and 6. Yeonjae's reaction when he saw the Hamyo is everything. He was so happy, even though he got broken. He got his heart broken when Sogi didn't pick him. But my guy was so happy when he saw the Hamyo. He was so tense in the kitchen when they were cooking because like Jung and Sejun, they were doing something else. They were still in the kitchen, but they were like maybe by the fire or something. But Soshi and Yeonjae were like making everything ready, like to cook the ramyun, and she was doing the egg. So she was doing the egg. She accidentally poured too much salt in the egg, and it was so tense between that. And then Yeonjae helped her, so they have to remove a little bit of salt and mix it against it, and they noticed it wasn't too salty. My girl smiled. Even the panelists say, girl, don't fall again. Girl, fall again. After they eat the ramyun, they have so she asked to speak to Yeonjae. So they have like the serious talk. Yeonjae said that he wants to meet all the women and then make his decision. He's a politician. I want to make all the women. I want to get your opinion, get to know you, and then make the decision. Are you the bachelor? Are you the bachelor? You want to meet all the women and then make his decision. Understand that. Understand. I know, disagree with him, but so she said it would be nice if she was part of that also. If you want to meet all the women, then meet all the 5 women. Give a chance to Soshi also. You don't even give her a chance. You choose 19 to freaking avoid her. So you say it would be nice if she was part of that. So she said she will add truth to her feelings. She doesn't want Yeonjae to feel pressure. Yeonjae say he want to meet all the women, then he make his decision to avoid her. That was my confusion. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe people will say so she shouldn't go too hard on Yeonjae. But the thing is that Yeonjae is also so confusing. For me, in my opinion, he should have gave that chance to Shanshi get to know her in paradise and maybe say no, draw the line and stuff like that. But the way he keep talking to her and then avoid her, that must hurt her feeling. What's the point of talking to her and then avoid her again? Thank you so much, guys. I'm done recapping the show. This season is so good. I really have no idea how things will change in episode 5 and 6, but I'm yet to talk about it. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful holiday and happy new year.